Uh-oh. Oh! It'll do that. It will get away. Well, I had my first car accident and tore it up. Yep. What did I break? Okay, I've been. We're good. Did I break any arms? Nope, didn't break any arms. Did I break any shafts? Nope, didn't break any shafts. This ought to be interesting. Find out what I did break. Okie dokie. In my quest for suspension and tuning and tires, I picked up a set of these bad boys here. Pro Lines. Big Joes. And got a set of trenchers as well in the box. Now, the problem I had with the big Joes is they came on these wheels. Now, this puts 90% of the tire that way. Okay, it's all, use Talion. You put this on here, and this is, you know, just, you look at the bolt there, and that's where it's going to be. It's way up here, so it's not helping the footprint. It needs to be out here somewhere. Okay, even the Talion tires, you know, they're narrow because you can't put much more of that going this way, because it's just, you know, it's going to mess with the steering, and it narrows the footprint. And so when I ordered my kit, the Yeti kit, I was looking at some wheels, and these are beadlocks, and on this particular set, let me make sure I got the angle right here. Yeah, okay. On this particular set, these are universals, so any tire with a lip is going to fit on the wheel, which is what you have here. It's a good fit, and it's a snug fit, and the hub bolt is an inch inside, so when this wheel is on the Talion, let me move this off. I got a good video to upload on this Talion. I hit a parked car doing about 40, 50 miles an hour. I mean, zoom, boom. But it doesn't come in as far as the comes in about the same as the stock Talion wheel, not quite as far, so that's perfect. Okay, and so I'm getting ready to strap these up. I'm going to wipe it down with acetone, which is my drug of choice for cleaning tires, because you use it and give it a wipe and you're done, if I can find it, because I've been moving everything around because I've been packing stuff up and moving things around. These universal beadlock wheels, these are axials, and the hole is just a tad under 8 millimeters, so it has to be reamed out, but that's not a problem. But as you can see here, that it's very straightforward, very simple. The ribbing on the tire where you normally would put your glue is what goes inside the beadlock, so it eliminates the need for glue. And I don't know how it would be on high-speed applications, which I seriously doubt you could do. You want to do that anyway, because these are not for belted tires. Now, the other thing that I've come across just experimenting and trying to find out what works is I bought a set of tires that fit the Rampage XBE, which is the 5th scale Red Cat, and it has square hubs. Well, I took a hot rod with a 17 millimeter nut on it. I heated it up and pulled it through so that this wheel now fits on 17 millimeter. And you notice this is the Sin Colossus, and right now it has 17 millimeter hubs on it. And I'll show you what I did there. Now I have to make some bushings for these that need to be about a 1/4 inch thick, and that'll make them fit even better. But they fit, they're very tight. Very tight. Can I get that off of there? It's a pain in the butt to get it off of there. Oh, wait a minute. Let me see if I can get this one off back here. I already loosened this one up. So I'll take this one off. But these tires off this XBE, and I got these off eBay for like 40 bucks. These tires have a very serious sidewall on, and I'm gonna tell you, they don't balloon. I mean, when you get it way up the high end, it wants to swell up a little bit, but what we're used to seeing out here bashing, and when we run across the grass or field, the tires or pizza cutter, and these don't do that. But when you squeeze this tire, you can feel that the sidewall is heavy, so it doesn't want to pull in, which keeps the tread flat. That was a very surprising feature. And you know, I bought these because, like I said, they were brand new, and I got them for 40 bucks for the whole set. Now, the trick though is getting the adapters, which I never found it yet. Supposedly people are going to be having them in stock around March. But in the meantime, I bought some 17 millimeter extensions that make the Armas and other RCs with the 8 millimeter internal axle shaft. They're made for that, and I think I might have showed that in another video. Let me see here. There we go. These guys here. Okay, you take the pin out, and you take the set screw and the pin out, and you take off your stocks, and you put these on. They're a lot longer, and they stretch out the footprint of the vehicle. Now I took the Colossus out with these tires on it, and it didn't flip in a tight turn a single time, and it was prone to sliding more so than roll, which is another good thing, because it's such a top heavy vehicle, it wants to roll over a lot in a turn. You get any traction, any side to side traction, and it doesn't want to slide, it wants to tip because it's top heavy. So I don't know if you can tell, but right now it's only, it's not even an inch off the ground. It's down there, and the weight, the additional weight of that skid plate is helping it out too. You know, I ran the dog crap out of it out there earlier today. I was only outside for a few minutes because it's getting warm, and but it performed well. It performed well. Like I said, there was no ballooning. Matter of fact, let me show you one of those extensions. It's mounted here. These things is from here to here. Now you see this tape is on here because the pins don't have the offset on the inside like the stock pins do. So if the set screw gets a little bit loose, that pin's going to slide out. So I just put a 1.5 course of the black tape on there, and that takes care of that. I ain't worried about losing that pin. But it worked. I mean, because based on the size of the vehicle and the tires that are available and stuff like that, for the Sin Colossus, there's almost next to nothing you can put on it that's going to fit on the Sin Colossus wheels because the wheels are not 4-inch. And with that said, 5th scale stuff fits, but it's not a 5th scale drivetrain. It's, you know, this is 5th scale. This is gas bucket. The drive shafts, everything is, you know, these are like 10 millimeter, you know, and this tire is way heavier than the Sin Colossus tires or shredder tires or anything else that we're running on our basher vehicles. And that's a 32cc ported and polished Genoa on that. That's the Rovin SLT. You know, it's I've been converting the plastic to aluminum. The aluminum stuff for this is en route. And as I mentioned earlier, I hit a car with the Talion. Now, had I not had this thing on here, I would have torn all of this up. As it was, it only bent the shock tower and it bent the chassis behind all of this. It bent it up at about, I don't know, about 10 degrees. I took this off, bent it back down, swapped out shock tower, and I'm good to go, you know. And I was actually laughing because when I saw it, you know, I was walking up on it, I realized that, you know, I saw the body was crumpled, but I was looking at it and, you know, the drive shafts were okay, the axles were, everything was okay, because when it hit this, it caused the chassis to bend instead of all this other expense, because this chassis plate is cheap. It's less than 20 bucks. There ain't nothing else down under here that I want to be bothered with that you can break one of, tearing all that stuff up, that's going to cost like 20 bucks. I don't mind stripping the chassis down and putting a new chassis plate on there if it came to that. But to have to deal with the diffs and all the axles and the control arms and blah, 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 no. So that just made this skid plate slash bumper a stone keeper from now on. So there you have it on that. Because per earlier review, the weakest point on that vehicle is that differential shaft, so I'm going to keep that aluminum plate right there in front of it. But in the meantime, back to the tires. I'm going to wipe this down, and I'm going to do this the same way I did the lockups, which are now residing on the shredder. I ordered some black ones, I don't know if you see those, and I'm going to order 2 more black ones because I like them better than the chrome. And the shredder is going to be my vehicle of choice because I just love it to death. You know, having all that power in it. You know, the shocks are great. Everything about it's great. Right now, it's the top dog in here. It'll outrun and outperform everything else in here. And funny thing about it, of all the big ones, it's the cheapest one in here. You know, and that's sad. You got the lowest priced vehicle in here outperforms, you know, everything else in here in durability, form and function. You know, its footprint is comparable to the Talion in equals measuring as far as width versus length. So the footprint is excellent, the balance on it is excellent, and it doesn't weigh much more. The tires make it weigh, you know, a lot more than the tires. It's got that big bar in the back, but that bar there stops it from wanting to do all of this. Same thing with the Sin. Yeah, that's a big bar back there, but I'd rather have a bar back there than have it flipping over every time I hit the throttle. So it's all good. So I'm going to get these tires strapped and balanced and put on these beadlocks, and I will let you guys know how they come out, because once I got them on, I'll put them either on the Sin or the shredder. Hell, I might even put them on Talion and just run them to see how they act. But this is a big footprint and an aggressive tread. A lot of reviews on them seem to be pretty good, and they're equivalent to the trenchers, just not quite as tall. And I know bashing the Creighton, it was funny. I was sitting here setting up to do this, and I couldn't decide whether I was doing the trenchers or the Joes. And I turned to him, and he's doing a review on the trenchers. So I said, okay, I'll do the Joes. I'm like, wow, we sit up here on the same time, you know, doing tires. But here it is. Cause I think on his, I don't know if he's got a set of these. Now I remember he did a tie, a 35 or 40 pound test tie external. So I'm gonna have to go back through his videos and check and see what he did. I haven't tried that yet on tires, but you know, if I gotta break them down to get them on the white wheels, I'm just gonna go ahead and strap them on the inside, you know, because it's not a messy job. Because I'm not dealing. If these wheels hold up at all, you know, I'm done gluing, you know, because you can get them in the different widths, and they don't have to be the actual name brand. So there you have it. I hope you folks out there are doing well. I haven't heard of too many more people getting sick. Flu season is trying to come to an end, and I'll be glad when it does, because I get worried every time I hear about somebody getting sick with that mess, because it's just been far too many funerals. And it is what it is, as they say. So, bash on, guys. Appreciate you. Tips, tricks, things I don't know yet with regard to what you see me doing here, let me know. Give me that heads up. You know, because if I can't learn it, I'm going to burn it. It is what it is. God bless. Thanks for watching. See you later. Bye. I think.